And we'll get underway with the first race of the festival, the Supreme Novices Hurdle, for which, of course, we know Dungwib is being heralded as this good thing. Let's get the jockey's view. Paddy, I mean, he's going to be an odds-on favourite. He's done everything so smoothly and easily. He's never really had a race yet. I mean, is he the good thing that everyone's talking about, do you think?
Yeah, I do. Hello, everybody. I think he's definitely the banker of the festival. He's a freak of a horse. The way he won the Cheltenham bumper was unbelievable. And you'd just be happy that he stays out of the champion hurdle, because if he came in a race like that, you know, you'd have to consider him a strong chance for that. So I think he's an exceptional horse, and for me, he's a certainty. Even against the second favourite, Get Me Out of Here, John Joe's horse, is a sort of much more hardened professional, because he won the big handicap at Newbury, the Tote Gold Trophy. You don't think he'd get near him? No, I don't. I honestly think it's a big difference from having 10-6 and a handicap to coming up against a horse like Dungwib off level weights. I think, as I say, I think Dungwib's in a different county. He's a machine, and I don't think he'll get beat. Let's get the Winstanley view.
For me, I've been doing a few of these panels in Ireland, and everyone in the world. Father Ted's coming back to back this, hasn't he? Like, you know. I think it's the best thing to come out of Ireland since the three fucking horny birds in that group, whatever it was. I forget them. Who were they, girl? The girl
Cause.
Group. Bucks fucking fizz. Since when were they fucking Irish, girl? They think the best thing since the three sisters out of the cause. The brother, he must have had a look, mustn't he? There's no way that brother ain't had a touch up. And fucking Phil Lynott. We had it all last year. I remember sitting there last year with you same crew. Remember Cousin Vinny last year, the bloke from Timefilm putting it up. Timefilm top rated, every fucking favourite he put up, didn't he? Every jolly. Where was it? Nowhere. Patrick Mullins went so far around the outside, he got a fucking speeding ticket on the A40. We got a jockey here who's not ridden in an hurdle race. Has he ridden in an hurdle race at Cheltenham, Paddy, at all?
Who's that?
The jockey on Dungwib.
Yeah, I think it's a bit harsh to say. I think everything he's done on Dungwib, I don't think any jockey could have done any better.
But Paddy, we can't have one of these jockeys sticking up for them all, mate. We're going to slag them all off all night long. You're in for a long evening, Paddy. I don't think you've been to fucking Towcester before, have you? It's none of this at the races. Hello, Bob, and fucking Smarmy Luke. It's fucking hard on here. No prisoners here, Paddy.
Right, I'll put it another way. I think you could win on the horse.
Oh.
No.
I don't think I'll be able to get on it, Paddy, to be honest with you. I don't fucking ride it. No, in all honesty, like, he's a very good horse. He won the bumper very well. The thing that worries me is about, again, the jumping in the jockey. All the other jockeys are going to know which horse they got to beat. He's like 4 to 6. I think there's better value bets in the race, and I'm just going to lay him. Simple as that. I think having on a Blackstair Mountain of Woody Mullins, I know they think a fair bit of that. Woody's won the race a couple of times with tourist attraction and that, and I think there might be a bit of value against him. He's one of those horses. He's a good horse. I just think he isn't any value, and I'm worried about the jockey. You know, he's going to get carved up by all the others, and I think 4 to 6 a poor price.
Just to remind you, Barry Johnson's betting here this evening, and he's got some specials, and you can bet with him anytime you want. Andrew Mount is very much a trends man. Are you going to go with the Dungwib trend?
To be honest, Robert, I haven't got a particularly strong opinion on the race.
Okay, well, that's the end of you then.
I don't know what I'm doing here, actually. It's, you know, he's even money now, I think, on Betfair. Last time I looked, and you know, he could win by half the track. I don't think opposing him because of his jumping is you know, a valid reason, really. I think on a bigger field, stronger pace, and on faster ground at Cheltenham, I expect his jumping to improve. You know, he's won 8 from 8 since his debut, the most impressive you know, bumper winner for, you know, probably 20 years, and you know. It's, do you want to lay even money? Do you want to back him at even money? The answer is no to both questions.
Gavin Gibson, who's been plucked from obscurity to this incredible stardom. Have you got a view?
Yes.
You must have a view.
Well, not a strong view. I haven't had a bet in the race, I've got to be honest here, but I would have a small dabble each way on the McCoy horse.
Which is?
Get Me Out of Here.
Get Me Out of Here.
Cannot have Menorah at all.
What about Oscar Whiskey, who's, you know, he's got a...
I can't believe this is 12 to 1. This should be 20s.
Why?
Well...
Typical punter here, we're pulled up, and you know, it should be 20, it's 12.
I don't know. I don't like the form of the horse at all. Blackstair Mountain does appeal, but I wish he'd run him again since his first win, of which he was impressive. but he's no value now at 12s for me. Dungueve should win, but we'll see. Seems to drag his iron legs through every hurdle, so, and the lad's going to hold him out in rear, I would have thought. There you go.
Gary, well, I mean, price do you think we'll get on the day?
Well, I think I said this last year here, Rob, when we was all here last year. Don't forget, you got 280 bookies on course at Cheltenham. You got 500,000 bookies on Betfair who want to become bookies for Cheltenham, and I think Dungueve definitely won't start odds on. I was speaking to Paddy Power yesterday, and his concession he's done, if you back anything, if Dungueve wins, you give your money back. I said, you've gone a bit strong there, Paddy. He said, not really. He said, it's the first race, and spoke to Paddy Wilmot, who, in my eyes, is one of the best judges of Irish racing. I know you've got a good fellow on at the races. O'Brien is a good judge, but Paddy Wilmot bets with his money, plays in big money. We had him on the phone here last year. And he said every time Dungueve's won, he's had softer heavy in the ground. This ground here, we've had no rain in the Midlands, and if it is good ground, there's no way. When he won his last race, the rumour was he finished with sore shins, Mark. And if anybody's going to take 11 to 10 on, I see Barry Johnson's going 11 to 10 on, which is the best price in the village. I know he's 4 to 5 in the paper today, the best price. If you do want to take 11 to 10 on, I think you're better off betting at SP. I think he's guaranteed to start evens or odds against, because everybody, don't forget, it's the first race of the day as well, Mark. All the bookie boys, they go there, they want to get the money in the odd, and they want to have a start. They'll give it a spin, and I think Dungueve will definitely start bigger than even money.
But surely, being the first race of the day, I mean, the Irish punters will just pile on, won't they?
Yeah, but Robert, what I just said, the booking, the racecourse bookies now, we don't count on the racecourse now. It's whatever happens on Betfair. If that horse is 2.1 on Betfair, 11 to 10, it'll be even money on course or it'll be bigger. I think Dungueve will definitely start odds on. I know what I would do if I was playing there with my own money. It'll be a lay, the first one, Dungueve. Won't start odds on, definitely start evens or bigger, and I think I'll go with Mark. I think it'll get beat.
How would you ride it, Paddy? Would you have it up there in the front out of trouble? He's not. I remember speaking to Jamie Spencer over at Christmas. We was having a few beers, and he said he's got so much speed. Would you ride it near the front?
No, I think they'll probably hold him up a little bit. I don't actually think there'll be any more than 14 runners. But genuinely, it doesn't matter what way he rides it, it'll win.
So he's scared off most of them, isn't he?
Yeah, he has, and anyone that obviously gets close to it. But yeah, I don't think there might be a full field, but I'd be surprised if there was.
Do you think he'll like the good ground?
Yeah, I love what he's by presenting.
So Dungueve gets a pretty confident vote of approval. Is that the general sort of feeling of the audience? Anyone got it?
How about a vote? Stick your hands up.
Yeah.
Who's back in Dungueve?
Anyone who has backed Dungueve?
Well, if it's even money, there must be 20 hands up and about 250 no. So it's got to be odds against, Rob. And it'll get beat as well, Rob.
Who don't think it's going to win? There's a lot of draws in this fucking race, isn't there?